So I've just been doing monologue for the past couple seconds, not realizing that I was muted. So I don't know if I'm supposed to do like a woman's voice for this, but she's a boo. I mean, what? Dang. I swear, if I see a clip of this somewhere on YouTube, somebody's getting hurt, and it's probably gonna be me. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your clients as well. Oh, that's dude. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him, so... Anyway, he's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him. I'm gonna do it again. I want to help him out any way I can. Hello, dog. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over! My life, everything is over!
Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. You need to go outside, dog. I'll be back. For the people wondering where I'm going, I'm taking 5 steps to my left, opening a door, and opening another door. My dog is needy. Yeah. Is it just me here? Do you guys ever have that moment when you're opening a door and you like throw it open, so your hand's still in the air, so it makes you feel like you're hailing Hitler, but you're not? Is that just me? I think it's just me. Ah! I just said that to my entire neighborhood. My door is open. And there's... Do I count this? I guess it's an anime. So there's an anime woman on my screen as the door is open talking about Hitler. This is a nice day. And if it sounds like I'm a million miles away, it's because I am. I'm in Africa. Not actually, but that's not the point. My entire neighborhood just heard that too. You never get any other kind of content like this where you don't get to see what I'm doing, but you get to hear. Do I want you to join? 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 I mean, alright. Fine, I guess. This is just quiet. Can I like him? There we go. Boom. Hello, dog. Not eat it all. Oh, okay. Back to what? Over here. Alright. Stop blinking at me.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die.
Bro's gonna commit suicide. Sounds like he wants to die. No dip, Mia. You know, the sheer knowledge that somebody looked at their child and said, you know what? I'm gonna name him or her. Well, when was this game made? Anyway, somebody looked at a child and said, you know what? Mia. I imagine he's our client. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Bro, calm down. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Do we really trust the newspapers? My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Death. Oh, freaking gonna get demon. It's ketchup. She ate a lot of ketchup. Young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy was arrested. The unlucky dating. Oh gosh. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school of saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. You know what? I believe it. In 23 years I've known him, he's a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually he's just had simply terrible luck. Where the word simple come in? He just has had terrible luck. But I know better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one. That and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ahem. Mr. Wright, is this your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test and ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. Is this a murder trial? Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait. Oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. I don't want to do the woman's voice. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name's listed in the court records. Just press the R1. Oh, that's very. Just imagine you're on a trial and your partner looks to you and it just says, "Press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay?" Hey, yo, that's kind of just like,
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
I don't know. Cindy Stone! That's who's the victim.
Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct! Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was
hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct! You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon?
You don't have a cool voice.
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found laying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court records. Hey, it's rather heavy. It doesn't look heavy. It really doesn't. Like, judging by how that man was holding it, or whoever that killer dude was, it was not heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial.
I looked at it for a solid 30 seconds. What do you mean? What do you mean I ain't paying attention? Anyway, this evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 again? That is so funny. Again, just imagine you're in a trial and your partner looks over to you and says, "Make sure you use the R1 button." Okay, hon? Gosh.
Oh, gang, okay. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stands. Butts. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You won't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Jeez, alright. Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. Sure, she was just taking my... Sure, she wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you would describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I won't believe any word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court records. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Word.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. I wonder why. It appears that she had several pushes up glasses. Sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took that money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can't clearly see what kind of woman this was, Miss... Well, I can't speak tonight.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stoner was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry's way out, running in all the wrong directions. Should I?
My client has no idea what the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant?
That's cheating, Cheeto. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Hello.
Did you start a party? Sorry, I didn't notice.
Yes, I did. I'm live streaming Ace Attorney and definitely not doing any of the voices.
Yeah, I just got done watching Cooking with Duller, and I am very happy and content.
Honestly, as you should. Anyway, I'm gonna keep doing the voices.
That's cool. I thought
I'm
you
live on
didn't know who
YouTube,
Duller
so check me out. Anyway,
was.
well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh, he left. What do I do? I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, Jill. She wasn't home, man, so I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building.
Please bring Mr. Frank Schwitt to the stand.
Oh, he is interesting. Oh, he's the dude that killed him.
Mr. Schwitt, you sell newspaper subscriptions, this is correct. Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Schwitt, you may proceed with your testimony. Please, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Okay.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I crawled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was exactly 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sweat used was one of those. Your Honor, I have the record of the blackout for your perusal. It's out from noon till 6. Okay.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes,
Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? I still don't want to do the woman's voice, but... Alright, right. This is the time. The real deal.
What am I supposed to do?
Why, you're supposed to expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is it your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in your evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Contradiction, oh my gosh. First, find the contradictions between the court records and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court records with the R1 button and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Alright. Just going to got it. Hey. It says 4 to 5, not 1. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death is sometimes after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sharkwit, why were you so certain they found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, I was really good at guessing. Great job, Ray. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
There was a blackout? How were they watching the thing? Sir, your statement is void. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Gah!
The defendant has a point. Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Sharkwit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite... Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sedgwick, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
That and you seem rather...
Distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sedgwick. Let's hear your testimony one more time, please.
Another one. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there.
What?
Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
It wasn't... You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence? Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sedgwick. Hey, I saw it there, okay? There was a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like Buck has committed a statue, my apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all? Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
I want to say yes, but I don't.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I was in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sandwich, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice has burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseline conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard no, I mean, I saw... God! Oh, he threw a thing at me. Shut up! I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death! Man, this is fun.
Order! Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Okay, this is writing on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sanders heard was definitely this clock. The fact which is clear if you simply... Let's sound the clock now. Hear it in this court, Your Honor. May I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
it certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sandwich heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sandwich, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. What is he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Sorry.
Oh god.
How am I going to prove that? Bad word. I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
My favorite
Yes,
thing
Your
about the game
Honor.
you're playing is that it looks clean when the original looks way more pixelated.
I know.
It's like watching manga versus anime.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sandwich.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal? A criminal? You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of the reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? What if I just say no? I honestly don't. No? How am I supposed to know that? I know you can figure it out. There must be some evidence of the court record. Something that can show why the clock was 3 hours slow. Find it, and we'll have a foot to stand on. Mr. Wright, I'm gonna look. Blood trauma. Did she take her clock to Paris? If so, that would be 3 hours behind. Yes, Your Honor. I believe I have the evidence to prove my claim. I'd like to see that. Let's see this evidence. Because they were in Paris. The victim has just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day here. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard was struck when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sandwich, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yeah. Oh.
I love the dialogue. The dialogue sounds exactly like what we'd imagine, like a bunch of 12-year-olds
Order.
to be like.
I'm sorry, this man just dropped dead in the courtroom, and you're saying order in the court? Order, order, I say.
Come back to life, order.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Oh, he was just foaming at the mouth for no reason. Gotcha.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned.
This game's fun. Turns out that Frank Sandwich was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sandwich let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sandwich grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find, and will catch up. Guys, I'm eating, so pause on the voices for a minute. Move! Why is Larry so freaked out? What would he want? Alright, time for episode 2. Yes, save my progress. Slot 1, baby. Oh, there's multiple days to an investigation. Okay. Bring. We're back on the voices. Hello, this is Maya. I don't know if this is a woman yet. It's Japanese, so we never know. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, just been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. Finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey! I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Sister. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't, talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in the pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner's something good. Like, burgers. Could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting. Beep. Conversation recorded September 5th. The frick? We were in August. September 5th. This is... Okay. Okay, this is at night. I'll take what's... Now, Miss Frey. I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Frey, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it's right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You're not... What the frick is that word? Cognifarious? Whatever that word is, of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Frey, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Frey. What? You just killed the boob lady? September 5th, 9:08. So the sister's gonna walk in on her dead sister. Oh, I'm like, huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister's coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's the smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Examine. Smell blood. That can't be good. That smell. Blood. Sis. Someone's there. Chief. Chief. Chief! Who are you? A strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then all too quickly it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief! No clues here. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon. Again. Chief, sorry seeing her like this, but if there's any clue here, struck in the head with a blunt object, she probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Thinker added to the court records. Using the glass shows near the chief's body. There's some pieces of glass light stand stained. Those from the back of the room. Nothing else seems to be clear here. A piece of paper. Must have fallen in Maria's hand. What could it be? Word written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? Piece of paper is received from the apartment storage right. Dated yesterday. Weird. I think it's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what this girl was doing here. The shattered floor. Chief's chair. Simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. There you go, just now. Where'd she go? I put her right here on the sofa. Uh-oh, hope she didn't run. Oh, there she is. Yikes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, bud. Who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Frey. Maya Frey. Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought that'd be used for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Mummy had died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of his receipt.
That's my name. What? Why would she write my name?
Please, just calm down.
What? Why does this write my name?
Now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night?
Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her.
Evidence?
Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker.
She seems to be shocked. I want to disturb her. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened?
Came to the room, it was dark, and sis.
So she was already dead.
Jeffrey's death. So you can sit here.
The door, she said, was slightly open. I better not touch the doorknob. The sofa's for clients. Its leather is real luxury.
Alright, that's full of office supplies.
You can cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to.
Alright.
About the thinker.
The thinker. That was... Oh, sis.
Oh, you
Question asked about the murder weapon.
It's right next to the chief.
I know, I saw it there too. Then there's pieces of light there. Maybe.
Never passed light scan before.
A nice man. Ooh. I'm sorry, I've never seen that before.
Right, I better call the police.
It's funny.
See the screws in the receiver section. It's like someone was halfway through taking it apart.
Police, please come quick. What was that?
Someone screaming from outside the window.
Oh. I better finish looking at stuff.
Why would they be taking a phone apart? What use is that to anyone? Wee-woo.
The police!
Sounds like they're coming this way.
Freeze! Police!
Hey, man.
Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? That's an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder.
It must have been the woman I saw.
Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, guy.
Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have...
Whoa! Excuse me. See? This word Maya here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in her blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Killer? I'm not...
Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
Wait, what? I mean, that would make sense. Me's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken into question and did not get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't go to sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07. Wow. Hey, 4 Mile locked up like a criminal. Why is she still wearing the same stuff? Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looked so tired.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
It's up to you. Up to me?
Yeah. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here.
They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you. When you found me in the office, you looked at me like I'd done it. Did I look at her like that? No.
I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned. He's a genius! One of those strike fear into the hearts kind of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I'm ever in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Oh, thanks! Thanks, Mia! That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay, it's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit back and watch. When I think of the person who did this to me, I know. Well, I already asked her about all that. The day of the crime. The day of the... She wanted me to hold on for enough evidence? Yes. Case. Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yeah. I'm pretty sure our conversation's on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this is what we call whatever. Wear. It's a uniform, you could say. Such as acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it to you? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Human training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have been very sensitive to the spiritual world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her power were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So, you're real honest, to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yeah, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? You just asked her or killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that'd be too easy. Dang it. So you say the conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see the detective Gumshoe, I'll ask for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Minus memo to the court record. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think... But I want to do it! Can I just say no? No! I'm sorry. I think this is the kind of thing you should really do yourself. You're right. Something wrong? Actually, I asked the police to contact him, and they tried calling a few times. Nobody could get a hold of him. They couldn't find him. I have no one left to ask. Say, what about your parents? Okay, don't worry. I'll go ask him for you. You will? Thank you so much. I'm worried that I can't find him. He told me if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. Then what will happen? They'll give me till 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours will stop. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Discard monitors. Visitor room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro. Sorry about the day of the murder. Sorry, no, it's okay. I've already heard all this. Oh. I found her, my sister. Right? But thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. I already asked this. What present? Oh yeah, ask me about yourself. The detective took in and brought me in. So get back next time I see him. More. September 6th. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say anything back. Might be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I'll just come back to later. There's gonna be nothing important here. December 6th. The office is filled with police chatter, but searching. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you from... Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're the Butts guy, aren't you?
No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry?
Ah, guess I got the wrong name,
That
Mr.
is a
Wright.
sentence.
Sorry
How
about
could
that.
anyone mistake me for Larry?
That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quickly. Phew, he thinks I'm me as lawyer. I want to present you with this note. I was wondering, do you have me a phrase cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you can give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Phone matter? Oh, it's just, you know, nope, no, nothing at all. Someone's an odd number on it, like her boyfriend's. Cell phone holds the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. They weren't anything suspicious. Call records in there, after all. He didn't know some clear conversation. My cell phone received had a little... Check. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, something I want to hold. Again, what is it this time? Okay, so it's just the thing. Word. Talk a little about Mia. About Miss Frey. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Okay, time of death, 9 p.m. Cause, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city put prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. Pretty sure you know what that means. You're being a lawyer and all. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influence in the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal.
Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her.
The witness. Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her.
Well, you just told me her name, Mrs. May, huh?
So, you sent her home already, then? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial.
So she's still in the hotel across the way.
I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal.
Pay a visit to Miss May.
Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you?
I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until getting his guilty verdict.
Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm not afraid. This pretty much decides the case.
So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he's been prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley details and forged evidence. All I know for sure is Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon.
and there's not really anything not really anything to examine. I'm definitely not going to Gateway Hotel. So number 6. Oh. Hi. Smooth right. Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee hee. Memo to himself. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all something out of a movie. I gotta come up with a voice for this lady. She's very weird. Give me a voice. Woman, pink hair, and she has her hands up next to her side like a cat. Yeah.
I'm thinking, what's the horrible professor's name from Harry Potter? The pink one.
The pink one? The woman?
Yeah. Everybody hated her. Like, I'm thinking really nasty, spoiled...
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, a really nasty, spoiled British voice.
I got it.
It's all so exciting. I can barely contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look my part as a beautiful eyewitness.
Yeah,
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Wait, that's me! Now what is this? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. What's inside? Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't fly around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is this someone staying here with you? Oh, what an amazing power of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you look for clues in the garage, eh? Miss May doesn't like noisy little lawyers, Oh, boy. Could you just... who exactly are you? Okay, then. Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. Teehee. You know you're cute when you blush. I need to not play this game. This is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Teehee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh, boy. You think you tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe. Incident? You sound like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. Or, you know, that thing that occurred, happened the other day, the bad thing. What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please. Let me see, well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness, you understand? How could I possibly give you information in good conscience, Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. It's just the same thing, okay. Just need to examine your room. Thank you. Light some sunlight streams through the window. There's a Franco business building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it'd be a little difficult to recognize a face from the distance, though. What's inside, I wonder. Maybe later. Anyway, gonna go. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. Better see if I can find the elite lawyer she's talking about. Well, I'm going back there. Seems like Mr. Grossberry's out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. If it wasn't the most over-top clearing of throat I have ever heard. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so we got big chubby boy with very thick mustache.
So you're the one they say you've been looking for me.
Sounds like a Hagrid.
All right. Okay, this isn't
It's
Harry
just
Potter
like
though.
Well, I know, but
Alright.
the Harry Potter's characters are very animated, okay?
He looks even grander than I imagined.
Huh. This badge on your collar. Ah, you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes. Well, yes.
Hey, I'm here.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed.
Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am. Boy, what do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey?
Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on.
Why is the strange reaction? Oh, it's him.
I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Any... It's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell May? Refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Well,
He
you
wouldn't
see,
want to let me
it's just,
rape her.
I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister.
Mia trusted
they're
you.
so loud.
She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, yes, of course. I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway, so go look elsewhere.
Think not.
Huh? You say something?
I think not, I said.
What? What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on a particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in a blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looking back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the wave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale. I'm not buying.
Jeez. I'm gonna go now. Back to the detention center. Number 6. Hey, oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? Frick. You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Okay, I gotcha, okay. What about your family? I only have my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. She could still be alive. The woman in my family has been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer. She left the mountains. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I'd become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her. All by herself on that mountain. So, who was the man that, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spiritual medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I'm defending you. I got this. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you, whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... I don't know why. To be honest, I don't know. You don't know? Is this the girl sitting in front of me, the killer? All the evidence seems to say yes, but there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witnessed strange behavior. Was that all an act? And the way the lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than that, she had no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or lonely than that. I know. I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Someone had to look out for people who had no one on their side. There's only one thing I know for certain. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Snipple. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew, smile at least. Looking like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what's next? There's something that's bugging me. Just when I was inside that strange woman's drawer, it's when I tried to look inside the drawer that she got offensive. There has to be something in there. Please tell me you're not here.
Good afternoon, sir. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's a good voice. Excuse me, and you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir.
Oh, right.
I've been come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do you know where Miss May might be?
Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you have no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
Ah, I almost forgot. Gah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned.
Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. That's just the name his sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Okay, I'm examining this before she gets back. There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. Why would a woman like this be doing with a thing like that? Word. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy! Still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. is a lot of voice acting. I've been doing this for the past almost hour and a half.
You're fine.
Okay, day 2 of the trial. Technically it's day 3 because day 1 she got murdered, but that's not the point. Oh, that's Edge.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Frey.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Frey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found in this window here, and the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in the girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
I can still calling this a statue? Floor plans were added to the courtroom record. Now, detective!
Yes, sir?
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Frey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Frey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Frey. Why, we'd a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Frey at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I can see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh, smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? Well, my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness testimony. She bluffed and pressed on the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times. I should have expected Maya to know some sort of such tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in the statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are the evidence in the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge.
The witness saying Miss Maya Frey's very moment of the murder.
I can't see a single contradiction in there. I was going to take Maya's advice and press him on any suspicions.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene.
Your Honor, the statement contradicts the evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh, really? Your objection's overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Rice. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Your Honor, this statement contradicts its evidence. It does? Well, technically it does. Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. I did hear you say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious. And she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
This pressing can have its advantages.
Yes. Sorry. I had the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well. Detective, let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. The lab test for the victim. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor. Vital piece of evidence the first time.
I know I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where victims actually write the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I hadn't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay. Your Honor, that's the it doesn't. Man, I'm sucking. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, detective, tell us, what was written on the memo you found? What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, here they take them to hermogoblin. I refuse to testify on the matter, pal. I ain't no expert on blood tests. Yes, it's quite clear. You may continue with the testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, yeah. I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That's a mess. Right, where was I? It's not a memo, it's a receipt. Oops. My bad, fam. We've been through all this.
See, my only thing is, how would she write it if she instantly died? Yeah, death was I should have used that evidence. I probably need to use that. Anyway, been through all this. Let's get back to everything. Yeah, he talked to his witness. Smack. Maya just threw something at me. Press him. Yes, you've been through all this. Alright. Why is that? What's your reason? Yeah, I heard correctly. You said it. Okay. You said things. Well, I guess we'll, yeah. And now the second one. Okay. So my thing now is, how would she write it if her hand? How'd she write it if she died instantly? Okay. Present this, because death was instantaneous. Detective Gump, yes, this is it. There's one thing I want to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Miss Faye, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Faye. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have been? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. In this report from your department, detective, immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But, no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when did you obtain the autopsy report? When? The day after. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim had time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Dang you, Edgeworth. I should know you tried something up his sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request for a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts this evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court records. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Bow. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Let the witness, Miss April, take May. Oh, wait. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent? That's a good question. Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service. Wink.
Ew.
Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from Winkton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room, tee-hee.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from Fayco law offices?
That's right, big boy.
No.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
I really hate this.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know, and then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy little girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But then the girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Oh. Well, Your Honor,
I see. It's a remarkable solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any.
wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, don't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you are techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
I'll gladly proceed with cross-examination. It's only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. He has some weakness.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
My question is, how could she have dodged to a side? No. Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
She can't get out of the question that easy.
I sort of, you know, I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe we should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, you will not have any you will not, no, wow. I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions? I really don't think it should be allowed.
Order? Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
You looked out your window. What did you see next? Dodge? Dodge what?
Well, the attack.
Please continue your testimony. How did you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her?
She has a point. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks! Wait, what? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about what this means.
Okay. If you really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Ooh, that's true. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus! But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. Why did you say that, Miss May?
What do you mean, trying to say you mean, lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm not reading that.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Dang, I almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, kind of statue clock, the thinker. How would you know it's a clock? How would you know it's a clock? Hey. Hey. How would you know it's a clock? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You just said that this statue, the Thinker, was a clock. But there's no way of knowing just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all important here. The defendant's trying to confuse the issue with the trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murders with these questions before. Oh, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue the question. The witness... Phew, if you stop me there, the trial will be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it. Yeah, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices in Faco? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room. The law offices in Faco where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could have easily had heard the clock. Well, Mr. Rat, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I'm not satisfied because... Your Honor, members of the court,
it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. The clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh? See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. The clock is missing the clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is, as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty somehow. He knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? And if it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the clock was removed is the phone. Take a look at this. A very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation she had with the victim the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought up to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective remembers he's up for an evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. Sure. That's not working, that's lame. I had to clockwork out, sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear. The clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was, well, before the witnesses even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this one to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, it wasn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that at again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objection, Mr. Wright? Yes! Witness claims she had seen it before, but this is a direct contradiction with the piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Made by Larry. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one isn't here. It's in the police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse me. Not on sale today. Oh. Oh. Oh my. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is the court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Okay. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. TK. I'm gonna kill myself. Scary. Miss May, let me ask you. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have any opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... Miss May held that very clock in her hands. Mr. Wright, when was this? When she used it to strike the victim, when else? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Mia Fey, I say. And when you struck, the force of the impact... When you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. No. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix, right? What's that supposed to mean? It was you who just proved the thinker was empty. Oh, of course it wouldn't ring. What's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you could explain to the poor, misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder? She can't prove it. She did it. It would be my pleasure. No way. Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. KK, didn't the murder take place at 9? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy. Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story. Ergo, she's not at the crime scene. Rock solid. Mr. Wright, you just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Sorry, Your Honor. Did not go well. If that's the case, then how did she know the thinker was a clock? Wait. Your Honor, I figured it out. There's one other way Miss April May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof, you say? Then the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. How did the witness know the thinker was a clock? Have a look at this. Oh, that... I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that a witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Again, the conversation. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up! I'll yell. What? Oh, you lawyer. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm a bad girl. Is that it? That it? Oh, she's crying. That's it. The court scene room is April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to?
Isn't it a murder trial? Isn't a tippy tap and irrelevant? Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edward wants her to say.
Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court?
At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well...
The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I think y'all sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling the witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she's innocent. And thereby, you may also accept the verdict of guilty from Miss Maya Fay. That is my condition.
What?
I better find something suspicious in the bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do?
Alright. Got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap guard. Oh, wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness's testimony. He certainly does look like the bellboy. Oh, geez, yeah, he does. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very well, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business with 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to the guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. Okay, how would he give it to her if she was looking out the window? Mr. Josh, how would that happen? And Mr. Josh is dead. Alright. Are you sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, I brought the room service, sir. She, the guest, sir, favor me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by the prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, ever, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why should be so particular about the time? It's no good. There's nothing here. Is that it? Finally, you understand. The bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, it's of any decency. You end the rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Wait! Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay, this is really it. Now's my last chance. What do I ask him about? Tell me again about the room service.
Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? That does seem a bit expensive. Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skip on the ice, sir. What did you say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That's objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you don't normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite. It was the good barrister, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if it wasn't specifically asked, sir.
Oh, you fool! I've done it. I've won.
Miss April May checked into the twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room.
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we've just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it that it's possible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, with this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Oh. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you like it if I was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hit the precincts of the other man in the court.
Oh. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into the matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is all for today, for the trial of my affair. Court is adjourned. Jeez, alright.
Mr. Wright, you're amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. Oh. Sends shivers down my spine. What is this game?
You say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. Guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir? I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Yes. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. As for a full record of April May's testimony, thought I might come in handy during tomorrow's trial. And now I have it. I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies, and in fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from record. Yeah, I thought that was weird. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Mai doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. September 7th, 311, Detention Center, Visitor Room. Ooh. I have no idea what that means. One moment, y'all.
kill me. Lectures go hard. Yeah, sorry about that. Are you still an ace attorney? There. Well, it seems
Alright, I'm
that
back.
you never left. What the frig?
Hmm?
I can hear you put on your headphones.
Yeah, I have my mic muted.
Ah.
I'm going to save my game. That is all for tonight with Ace Attorney, people who are watching or not watching. Thank you.
2012.